We've got local birthdays. Yeah, we're celebrating. And, on a sadder note, we've got something else coming up.
Flautas y sopes. Delicious, authentic Mexican food. Just $6.49 for a dozen flautas. Combo meals for any appetite. With 3 locations in the valley. 715 Cesar Chavez Boulevard in Calexico. 1531 Ford Drive next to Foods for Less in El Centro. And 1622 South 4th Street next to the Market in El Centro. Open Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Sundays, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. in Calexico and 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. in El Centro. Don't forget, you can go online for our menu and call in your order ahead of time. Flautas y sopes, the real deal.
Well, on this date, in 1970, 27-year-old Jimi Hendrix was found dead in London of a drug Yeah, and, my Jimi Hendrix on vinyl, about a year ago, I sent that and a lot of other really classic rock to my granddaughter, yes, who is, smart enough to listen to the classic rock. Anyway, what else is going on? Oh, we did mention birthdays, didn't we? Yeah, we will celebrate our big shot birthdays. We mentioned Jimmy Rogers is 86. Actor Robert Blake, Beretta, 86. No word on the cockatoo that was on his shoulder. Actor Fred Willard is 86. Singer, actor Frankie Avalon, 79. Actress Beth Grant is 70. And guitarist Kerry Livgren of Kansas is 70. Yeah, the group Kansas. I think he's from Kansas, the state, but he's part of the group. He's 70. Actress Anna DeVere Smith, 69. Actress Holly Robinson Peete, 55. Actress Jada Pinkett Smith, 48. Actor James Marsden is 46. Actor Barrett Foah is 42. Actor, comedian Billy Eichner is 41. Actors Taylor and Brandon Porter are 26. Actor Patrick Schwarzenegger is 26. There you go. Some big shot birthdays for you. Yeah, we always celebrate them before we get down to your friends and neighbors, your family members, the people you know and love, and we celebrate their birthdays.
Enter to win a Cold Stone Creamery ice cream birthday cake.
I love cake.
Yeah!
Oh, yes.
Every week, we'll give away a delicious Cold Stone Creamery ice cream birthday cake, and you could win.
I think it's time to celebrate!
Do you have a birthday?
Mm-hmm.
Roger that.
Yes.
Then call, email, or regular mail us the date, include your name, address, and phone number. Every Friday morning, we'll pick a winner for that week. Send us the birthdays of your family, your coworkers, and your friends. We'll put the information in our database, then send them birthday greetings on their special day. And every week, we pick a winner for the Cold Stone Creamery ice cream birthday cake.
Where no matter how you slice it, it's a piece of cake.
Let's see who will have their cake and eat it, too.
Don't wait. Enter now and get ready to win.
Oh, my God, really? That is too cool.
On AM 1230.
We're celebrating birthdays. Our KXO Cold Stone Creamery birthdays today. Happy birthday, Claudia Padilla, Carolyn Gonzalez, Krista Mastron, Chayita Lomalai, Corey Northam, Christina Wilkinson, Dr. Vishwa Kapoor, Eliana Flores, Eva Morales, Evangelina Sepulveda, Everardo Figueroa, John Brian Clark, Joseph Valadez, Cristobal Valencia, Lydia Maccabee, Maria Escalante, Mary Williams, Maria Sepulveda. Happy birthday from KXO and Cold Stone Creamery. Each and every one on the list of they're eligible for the KXO Cold Stone Creamery ice cream birthday cakes that we award every Friday. One for AM 1230, another for FM 107.5. Well, in a recent survey, Las Vegas was rated the U.S. city with the most fun. Personally, I'm not real thrilled with the Las Vegas slogan, what happens here stays here. I mean, think about it. that very same slogan would work for North Korea, right? Let's see. Today is Cheeseburger Day. Mario, you and the gang have a cheeseburger ready at the Hacienda? Yeah, I know you do. Yeah, Cheeseburger Day. Yeah, I'm one of the best around at the Hacienda Snack Bar in Brawley. And, of course, when you go to the Hacienda Snack Bar in Brawley, you get the Motown Review. Yeah, all the choreography that goes with the Motown groups. Today also Respect Day. It's also Bamboo Day. Yeah, I've got bamboo in the backyard, and I keep threatening to take it out, but I don't have anything that'll cut it down. That stuff's tough. Yeah, maybe we need another Labrador Retriever puppy and let him have access to the bamboo trees because, a Labrador Retriever puppy can chew up anything. Yeah. Well, they can. We missed something. Yes, today, on this date in 1965, do you remember, 54 years ago today, this program premiered on NBC TV? You remember the name of the program? Well, thank you, Maxwell Smart, for so many great memories. Missed it by that much. Yeah, it always seemed to get that way. And today is Read an E-Book Day. Those e-book readers are amazing. Yeah, and there's a new model out. Yeah, and if you miss the experience of reading a real book, this new model allows you to download an app that gives you paper cuts. Yeah. Well, you get the full experience. And of course, I think you remember Mama June from Here Comes Honey Boo Boo. Ah, yes. Well, Mama June's been indicted on drug charges. I am so surprised. I am shocked. It's hard for me to imagine Mama June being involved in anything unsavory. Yes. Oh, well. We've got news. We're going to jump in now before we get in trouble. It's a look at World and California news headlines right now, brought to you by your friends at Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal, your year-round comfort specialists.
CBS News Update. President Trump needs a replacement for his ousted National Security Advisor, John Bolton. Correspondent Cammie McCormick at the Pentagon.
The president has chosen Robert O'Brien, who has been serving as the State Department's envoy who handles hostage issues. In the past, he's helped work on justice reform in Afghanistan for both Presidents Bush and Obama. He also worked with John Bolton at the UN. O'Brien will be the president's fourth national security advisor.
The announcement as Mr. Trump orders more sanctions on Iran after the attacks on Saudi oil facilities. Secretary of State Pompeo arrives in Jeddah soon for a meeting with the Crown Prince. CBS's David Martin.
The first order of business here is to get everybody on the U.S. side agreeing that, yes, this was an attack launched directly from Iran on Saudi oil facilities.
Iran denies any involvement. CBS News Update. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Whatever the weather brings this summer, you can rely on a York Affinity Premium Comfort System to keep your home cool and comfortable. Our new Affinity systems are smarter, more connected, and more efficient than ever before, and cut your energy costs by as much as 50%. Call Lock Air Conditioning, your local York dealer, at 760-353-4501. That's 353-4501 to schedule a free evaluation of your system and learn how you can move up to a new level of comfort and efficiency this season. Call now and ask about our 10-year extended labor warranty. Contractor's license 696216.
California headline news. President Trump overnighting in Los Angeles in between political fundraisers and brought out protesters.
I think it's wonderful that we're protesting Trump being in our state.
And why is that?
He's a tyrant and we want him out.
Some Trump supporters say they were attacked by protesters. At least 2 people detained after a scuffle that apparently started when some Trump protesters began to set an American flag on fire. The president with 2 more Southern California fundraisers this morning. The EPA set to revoke the state's authority to set its own auto emission standards. President Trump planning on limiting states' rights to regulate themselves.
The automakers are actually interested in making cars that are more efficient. And they actually signed a deal a few months ago with the state of California, apparently secretly, to make cleaner and more fuel-efficient cars and reduce emissions, because they know that this is the future.
Correspondent Matt Gutman. Prominent Democratic Party donor Ed Buck arrested. A 3rd person overdosing in his West Hollywood home. 2 others have died there in the past couple of years. Jeff Scott, California News.
World and California News headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning. For all your air conditioning and sheet metal needs, you call Lock Air Conditioning today.
Be a flu fighter with a free flu shot from Walgreens. It's no cost to you with most insurance. It's quick, easy, with no appointment needed. Plus, it lowers your chances of spreading the flu to the people you care about most. Get your flu shot at Walgreens and get $5 off an eligible purchase of $20 now through November 30th. This is your shot to protect you and the ones you love. Be a flu fighter. Walgreens. Trusted since 1901. Coupon offer not valid in Arkansas, New Jersey, or New York. See coupon for terms and restrictions. Vaccine subject to availability and some restrictions may apply.
Now's the time to travel and be with the people you care about the most. And at Holiday Inn and Holiday Inn Express, we're helping you be there for less. Save at least 25% at thousands of hotels worldwide if you book by September 24th. You won't want this moment to pass you by. So book today at holidayinn.com. Terms and conditions apply.
It's page 1 of the local news. Page 1 is a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers, with 2 locations in the valley, in the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 and Julia Drive, and on Imperial Avenue, right next to Food for Less in El Centro. Very little information is available at this time about an apparent homicide in El Centro. According to El Centro Police, at about 7:10 yesterday morning, El Centro Fire Department was dispatched to the report of a trash can on fire on the railroad tracks west of the 900 block of South 2nd Street. Firefighters quickly extinguished the flames and then discovered the charred remains of a man that was burned beyond recognition. El Centro Police investigators were notified and began an investigation of the apparent crime. Officers said that very little is known about the victim, his identity, or the circumstances surrounding his death. Anyone with any information about the incident is asked to contact the El Centro Police Department. Well, what's happening with Memory Garden Cemetery? George Gale has more.
Is anything being done to maintain the cemetery? That was a question presented by District 3 Supervisor Mike Kelly. At this week's Board of Supervisors meeting, Kelly said he would like a progress report on what is being done about Memory Gardens. Cemetery is located between Imperial and Brawley, just off Highway 86. It had been allowed to deteriorate over the years for lack of upkeep and care. The old cemetery is the final resting place for several families and local military veterans. Volunteers, mostly local vets, have been working for free to make the cemetery presentable. Tuesday, County Executive Officer Tony Rojodas Jr. and legal counsel explained they have been in touch with the owners of the property and are currently negotiating with them. They are putting together an RFP to provide for the upkeep at the cemetery, and they're working on how to get water to that site. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
KXO News Time is 7:43. It's Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers for your service needs. Whether it's a lube job, oil and filter change, brake job, battery or wheel balance and alignment, Quick Lane can handle it. And Quick Lane services all makes and all models. Oh, and by the way, you never need an appointment. Tires, all the best brands at the best price, guaranteed. See your Quick Lane service advisor for details. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in the Brawley Auto Plaza, Highway 86 and Julia Drive, and on Imperial Avenue in El Centro, right next to Food for Less. El Centro Sector Border Patrol agents have seized more than $6 million worth of methamphetamine year-to-date this fiscal year. Nearly 2,650 pounds of the illegal drug, with a street value of nearly $6.1 million, has been seized in the El Centro sector. There have been a total of 118 meth seizures so far. Acting Chief Patrol Agent Ryan J. Scudder said, "These seizures are an example of the great work of El Centro sector. Our community is a safer place because of the great work these brave men and women carry out daily." Well, industrial hemp is in the headlines, and industrial hemp has been approved by the county. George Gale has more.
In fact, the County Board of Supervisors is hosting the first Industrial Hemp Summit and Expo. It'll be held next week at the county fairgrounds. The county is strongly promoting the new ag industry in Imperial County. Tuesday, the board was reminded of one issue that needs to be worked out: transportation of the hemp. Representatives from the U.S. Border Patrol and County Sheriff's Office went before the board at their weekly meeting. They said the transportation issue needs to be worked out. They said currently there is no way to tell the difference between industrial hemp and illegal marijuana. Technically, hemp has very low levels of THC, and the active ingredient in marijuana that produces the high received by users. The law enforcement representative said the drug-detecting dogs cannot tell the difference, and officers and agents cannot tell the difference just by looking. They said the Border Patrol is working with a developer that would eventually test the product on site to determine the THC levels, but it is not available yet. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
And that'll do it for page one of the local news. Page one is service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
If you're thinking about a best of the West affordable spring or summer vacation, we invite you to be making plans now. Hello, I'm Mark Hemstreet, owner of Shiloh Inns. Be careful, because many of the big hotel chains have hidden extra fees for things like parking, internet, so-called resort fees, and lots more. But at Shiloh Inns, there are no hidden fees. Shiloh amenities are all free, like Shiloh's spacious pools, spas, steam and sauna rooms, and the fully equipped fitness centers. Even the kids stay free. And don't forget the Shiloh Inn's free continental breakfast or full hot delicious breakfast at most Shiloh Inns. Now that's Shiloh's affordable excellence. For reservations, call 800-222-2244 or visit our website at shilohinns.com. Smoke-free and dog-friendly. Shiloh Inns, American family-owned and proud of it.
Page two of the local news and weather, all brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for your life and health insurance needs or retirement planning. The city of El Centro has postponed the grand opening of the new aquatic center. The grand opening of the city of El Centro Aquatic Center was scheduled for this Saturday, but due to construction delays, the ribbon cutting has been delayed. The city anticipates that the new grand opening date will be October 26th, 2019. Well, the numbers are in. The El Centro sector stats. Here's George.
They are for the month of August. The statistics were released last week. They indicate the Border Patrol's El Centro sector leads the nation in narcotic seizures. They said the seizures were mostly for methamphetamine, fentanyl, and heroin. The El Centro sector has been a point of emphasis for the Border Patrol, and the 70 miles of territory has some of the highest activity rates throughout the county or throughout the country in both illegal border crossings and illegal narcotic seizures and other illicit activities such as human smuggling. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
Well, Caltrans has announced a 2-mile section of eastbound Interstate 8 is being reduced to 1 lane beginning this morning. The closure will affect traffic on the freeway from just east of Bowker Road to just west of Barbara Worth Road. It began at 6 o'clock this morning and will run through Friday, October 11th at about 4 p.m. Crews will be active at various times during the day and night as they continue to concrete the roadway. How about coffee with a cop? George's game?
It is coming October 2nd. Imperial Police Department, in partnership with Brick House Coffee, is inviting the community to its inaugural Coffee with the Cop. There will be 2 opportunities to share a cup of coffee and hold a conversation with members of the Imperial Police Department on October 2nd from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. and then again from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Uniformed members of the Imperial Police Department will sit with attendees, enjoy a cup of coffee, and engage in conversation addressing concerns. Brick House Coffee is located at 447 West 8th Road, Suite A in Imperial. The event is free. For more information, contact the Imperial Police Department. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
As with most things in life, the key to achieving your long-term objectives is planning. David H. West Insurance has been helping many residents in Imperial Valley for many years with their insurance needs, from life to Medicare and financial planning too. David, Jose, and staff are ready to help you with your insurance needs. Call David H. West Insurance today for an appointment at 760-352-3411. That's 352-3411. Or stop by 8th and Commercial in El Centro.
The National Weather Service says dry and mostly clear conditions will affect much of the region through Saturday, with temperatures within a few degrees of seasonal normals. 101 the high yesterday, 68 the low. Wind gusts peaked at 30 miles an hour. Today will be sunny with a high near 101, west-northwest wind around 5 miles an hour. Clear tonight with a low around 70. West-northwest wind 10 to 15 miles an hour with gusts as high as 25 miles an hour. Thursday, sunny with a high near 97. West wind 10 to 15 miles an hour with gusts as high as 20 miles an hour. Right now downtown we have 70 degrees, 31% relative humidity. The wind is calm. Page 2 of the local news and the weather brought to you this morning by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for health insurance plans and Medicare supplemental coverage. David H. West Insurance Services.
Dad, they're hungry.
Siri, restaurants nearby.
Here are some options. I want some chipotle fries.
And I want an Imperial Big Burger.
But I want a salad.
Okay, I just want a juicy burger and an ice-cold beer. And I don't want to miss the game.
Everyone quiet, please. I have the place. Burgers and beer. Great food. Ice-cold beer, and you can watch your favorite game.
Burgers and Beer has something delicious for everyone. Burgers and Beer. The best burgers in town.
You're welcome.
It's Sports Time brought to you by the Imperial Hardware Do-It Centers in Brawley, El Centro, and Holtville. That's where you'll find what you need when you need it. Major League Baseball, are they still playing? Well, the Yankees blanked the Angels 8-0. Mariners shut out the Pirates 6-0. Blue Jays beat the Orioles 8-5. Indians topped the Tigers 7-2. Giants slipped by the Red Sox 7-6 in 15 innings. Meanwhile, the Phillies edged the Braves 5-4. Brewers beat the Padres 3-1. Twins over the White Sox 9-8 in 12 innings. Nationals beat the Cardinals 6-2. Reds rolled. They beat the Cubbies 4-2. Astros over the Rangers 4-1. The Mets, they beat the Rockies 6-1. Marlins 12, Diamondbacks 6. Athletics nipped the Royals 2-1. The Dodgers dumped the Rays 7-5.
Valley summers are hot. But the deals are always cool at Imperial Hardware Company. Visit one of our Do It centers today to experience the difference superior customer service can make. You'll also find great prices and selection on all of your special seasonal needs. We stock a wide variety of fans, AC filters, pool supplies, awnings, coolers, irrigation and plumbing hardware, and so much more. You see, we know exactly what Valley residents are looking for because we're locally owned and family operated, serving this community for over a century. Our Do It centers provide the sweet spot between convenience and selection, combining the value and variety of a warehouse store with the ease of visiting a neighborhood market. And remember, we are open 7 days a week. Visit us in Brawley, El Centro, or Holtville to find what you need when you need it. Get it done with a little help from Imperial Hardware Company.
Let's talk football. Thursday night football. Tomorrow night, Titans and the Jaguars right here on AM 1230 KXO. Friday night, yeah, there's football. It's, well, for some, the Calexico Bulldogs have a bye, so they'll be spectators. Meanwhile, the Central Spartans will play the Christian High School Patriots at Granite Hills High in El Cajon. The Brawley Wildcats will be in Yuma to play the Cibola Raiders. The Palo Verde Yellow Jackets visit the Holtville Vikings. Vincent Memorial Catholic High School Scots will play the El Cajon Valley Braves. Calapatria's Hornets will meet the Desert Christian Academy Conquerors. Mickey Dale and George Grijalva will be with the Imperial Tigers when they host the Monta Vista Monarchs. You can listen to the game live on AM 1230 KXO. And John Driffel and I, well, we're already putting in plans to be in Yuma. We'll be at Yuma High School. The Southwest Eagles meet the Yuma Criminals, and you can listen to the game on AM 1230 and on the web at KXOradio.com. And one of the things on the Imperial games and on the games John and I do immediately after the game, they are available as a podcast on our website, KXOradio.com. You can go back and listen again and again. Oh, and in football, in a video chat with his Instagram followers yesterday, Los Angeles Chargers running back Melvin Gordon said he's going to play somewhere this season and that it would be a waste of talent if he did not. You go there, Melvin. Yeah, you go somewhere. That's it for Sports Time, brought to you this morning by the Imperial Hardware Company Do It Centers, El Centro, Holtville, and Brawley. Get it done with a little help from Imperial Hardware Company. Thank you for choosing Imperial Printers Rocket Copy. In today's highly competitive business climate, your company's image is important. The printed materials your company uses conveys a major part of that image. Our graphic designers have the talent and expertise to create a lasting impression for your business. Imperial Printers Rocket Copy offers virtually any type of business solution to meet your needs. From business cards and stationery to computer forms, full-color brochures, and posters. Let our excellent service and attention to detail provide the best impression for you. Locally owned and operated, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy has locations near you at 430 West Main Street and 100 South 11th Street in El Centro and 184 South Plaza in Brawley. It's financial news and a look at the weather, all brought to you by the Imperial Valley Food Bank, fighting hunger in Imperial County since 1991. Contract talks between the United Auto Workers and General Motors showed some signs of progress yesterday as a strike by more than 49,000 employees extended into a second day. The walkout brought to a standstill more than 50 factories and parts warehouses in the union's first strike against the #1 U.S. automaker in over a decade. Workers left factories and formed picket lines shortly after midnight Monday in a dispute over a new 4-year contract. So what's happening on Wall Street right now? Well, the Dow Jones Industrial Average off 64 points at 27,043. The S&P 500 at 29.98. That's off about 7.5. And the NASDAQ down 23.9 points at 8,162. Gold is up $2 an ounce, while oil is down almost 50 cents a barrel. European stocks nudged a bit higher ahead of the possibility of the U.S. Federal Reserve Bank lowering the interest rate again.
The food insecurity rate for Imperial Valley is estimated at 17% for all residents. Tragically, it soars to 33% for our children. Imagine 1 of every 3 children are challenged by hunger. The Imperial Valley Food Bank is striving to end hunger in the valley. When kids have nutritious food to eat, they learn more in school, are sick less often, crime declines, and the cycle of poverty can end. This is John Levada asking you to support the Imperial Valley Food Bank.
It will be sunny today with a high near 101. West-northwest wind around 5 miles an hour. Clear tonight with a low around 70. West-northwest wind 10 to 15 miles an hour with gusts as high as 25 miles an hour. Thursday will be sunny with a high near 97. West wind 10 to 15 miles an hour with gusts as high as 20 miles an hour. 72 degrees right now, 31% our relative humidity. Wind out of the north at about 3 miles an hour. Financial news brought to you this morning by the Imperial Valley Food Bank, fighting hunger in Imperial County since 1991. Become a hunger warrior. Contact the Imperial Valley Food Bank today. CBS News just ahead. Don't forget about our website, KXORadio.com. Find us, follow us, like us on Facebook.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro, the Imperial Valley's local news source.
This is CBS News on the Hour, presented by Capital One Bank.
I'm Steve Kafen. President Trump indicates he wants stepped-up sanctions against Iran. He didn't elaborate in a morning tweet. Pentagon correspondent David Martin says it comes as the U.S. builds a case against Tehran for the attack on Saudi oil facilities.
They want basically all of our European allies to agree that this is not a trumped-up case, but is real intelligence, not just an excuse for an attack on Iran.
Iran warned today if there is U.S. military action, Tehran would retaliate immediately. The Saudis say the attack on the oil field was unquestionably sponsored by Iran. It was on Twitter where President Trump announced the firing of John Bolton, and it's where he named his replacement this morning. CBS's Margaret Brennan says it's State Department hostage negotiator Robert O'Brien.
O'Brien is a longtime Republican. He's been a Republican for longer than the President of the United States has. So he's got more traditional conservative foreign policy views. He is someone who is accepted by conservative foreign policy circles. He's not someone that you would classify in the same way as John Bolton, who is often viewed as ideological.
The Trump administration's poised to scrap California's authority to set auto mileage standards. CBS's Steve Futterman in L.A. says that would lead to a court fight.
California has had this right to set emission and mileage standards tougher than those of the federal government since 1970. That's when the Clean Air Act was passed. California was granted a waiver. Now the Trump administration wants to take away that right. California officials say they will fight the move in court.
A tropical depression is dumping rain in southeast Texas and parts of Louisiana. CBS News meteorologist Jeff Baradelli.
Imelda is going to drop a lot of rain. It's not going to be Harvey, we should say that. However, some places will pick up 2 feet plus of rainfall.
Hurricane Harvey dumped nearly 50 inches of rain in places 2 years ago. There are calls for Zantac and other similar heartburn drugs to be recalled because of the discovery of a likely cancer-causing chemical in the medications. David Light is CEO of an online pharmacy that isolated it a few months ago.
This is an inherent problem of the drug itself, and people should be very careful about this drug and certainly talk to their doctor and look into taking a different antacid.
Well, for now, at least, the FDA says people should continue taking their medications if that's what their doctor prescribes. Wall Street right now, the Dow is down 66 points, NASDAQ down 23, S&P 500 down 7 points. This is CBS News.
Capital One is reimagining banking, offering accounts with no fees or minimums that can be opened in 5 minutes. Capital One. What's in your wallet? Capital One N.A. Member FDIC.
Be a flu fighter with a free flu shot from Walgreens. It's no cost to you with most insurance. It's quick, easy, with no appointment needed. Plus, it lowers your chances of spreading the flu to the people you care about most. Get your flu shot at Walgreens and get $5 off an eligible purchase of $20 now through November 30th. This is your shot to protect you and the ones you love. Be a flu fighter. Walgreens. Trusted since 1901. Coupon offer not valid in Arkansas, New Jersey, or New York. See coupon for terms and restrictions. Vaccine subject to availability and some restrictions may apply.
Dell's semi-annual sale is officially on. You now have the rare chance to get the latest Dell and Alienware computers with Intel Core processors at 17% off. A discount usually reserved just for Dell employees. Shop a wide selection of leading-edge Dell and Alienware monitors and more, all with free shipping. Call 800-BUY-DELL or go to Dell.com/semi-annual sale to enjoy huge limited-time employee savings. That's 800-BUY-DELL.
There's new information to consider in the seemingly endless abortion debate.
The abortion rate has dropped to its lowest level since the procedure first became legal nationwide in 1973. The Guttmacher Institute, a pro-abortion rights research organization, says fewer women are seeking abortions in Republican-controlled states seeking to restrict access and in Democratic-run states that protect abortion rights. The likeliest cause, better access to contraception through the Affordable Care Act. Vicki Barker, CBS News.
Well, two people walking nearby and the driver were hurt when a car smashed into the main lobby of a Trump Plaza in New Rochelle, New York.
This is kind of crazy. This is where the car careened into heavy glass doors. You wonder if somebody lost control of the car.
Well, the driver got out of the car and sat on a sofa till police arrived. Authorities say it was an accident, not an intentional act. Steve Kathan, CBS News.
With the stock market at all-time highs, cash in your profits now and invest in an asset that can potentially pay for up to 20 or more years. That's the sound of a producing oil well and the sound of a smart investment. If you're an SEC-defined accredited investor, you can take advantage of Encore Energy's projects. Call now to learn how you can potentially achieve 20 or more years of income and deduct 100% of every dollar invested against all forms of income. Call 1-800-803-8511. Invest in your future and buy oil. Encore is drilling in an area that is potentially one of the most prolific horizontal oil plays in the entire country. Oil prices are projected to rise, so you need to own a piece of an oil field. Encore Energy is the most active oil and gas operator in its core area of operations. Call now and learn how to deduct 100% of your investment and create 20 or more years of potential monthly income. Call 1-800-803-8511. You'll be calling directly to the home office of Encore Energy. That's 1-800-803-8511. Oil investments involve a high degree of risk and actual results may vary.
Who's the honcho around here?
Carroll Buckley.
I am. Who are you?
Carroll Buckley.
Broadcast me out on the radio. 12:30.